Hello everyone, my name is Terry Vincent and I'm the Data Center Instructor here at Micronics Training, and I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome you to our ACI Fundamentals Workshop. Now this class is going to be a multimodal learning environment, and I wanted to be able to first discuss how we're going to do implementation and how we're going to work with the course. So in the very beginning, it's going to be the theory. We need to focus on how we're going to actually acquire and digest the theoretical information that we need to be able to actually do things. So the way that that's going to be implemented in this course is you're going to be provided a series of video on demands. That'll be about 10 plus hours of lecture that I'm actually creating using the Lightboard here in the studio specifically for this course. Now this is going to take us through everything starting from the 30,000 foot view of what an ACI is, all the way down to actually configuring it. Now, the important element to that is that you are going to actually be responsible for learning the theory on your own. So it's going to be individual learning, which means that between sessions you will be required to be able to watch, take notes, rewatch, dissect, do additional reading, and acquire and complete any assigned homework that's going to be associated with this course. Now, the rationale behind that is because that's going to be where you're going to be best able to leverage your time. You're not forced to internalize the information at the rate at which I'm providing it if we were to do this in like a typical 8-hour lecture. Now, the next part of this is going to be the 6 sessions. Now what will happen is we will have 6 3-hour sessions whereby we're actually going to apply what we learn. Now this application is going to take place in a mixture of virtual and physical devices and equipment. Now the benefit here is that we are going to actually perform this implementation and these portions of our aspect and control in group sessions. So we will have individual learning, and then we will have group-based learning, whereby we will be either functioning as a group of individuals where we're going to be able to field the technologies and the capabilities, or we're going to be working in teams in situations where that may be necessary. Understand that we may have what I refer to as complex labs. Now, a complex lab does not necessarily mean it's complicated. What it means is that we may have resources managed by separate individuals that are going to be required to work together. A perfect example of this would be something like in the Nexus Foundations course, where we will be doing OTV between data centers, and each student or a group of students will be representative of a single data center. Now, the whole concept and all of this is supposed to tie into the idea of what is referred to as multimodal learning. And if you've done any studies or any research into the idea of enhanced cognitive learning and cognitive capabilities, you'll also recognize this as a flipped classroom model. But the key element here is that when you are studying, obviously you're going to have indirect access to me as the instructor. So if you need to work with me, you can send me an email. So this would be me. So the whole idea here is that if you have questions or if you need assistance during that preparation, we can either do email communication, we can do instant message, and if necessary, we can use Skype or WhatsApp or something along those lines to be able to interact. And that's on an as-needed basis. However, in the actual sessions, I will be there to assist you when it comes time to doing implementations. So each of the 6 sessions will be task-focused. There will be a specific set of tasks where I will ask you to apply what you have learned, and the whole goal here is ultimately to make certain that we get the optimum amount of traction, where in my time here is I get the capability of being able to direct your learning and your configurational efforts. So the hope here is in this outline or this style of class is going to give us the capability of being able to more readily optimize both your time and my time, and also optimize our learning capacity, capability, and efficiency. So I can't wait to start this. I'm going to begin putting together the first set of videos and discussing the fundamentals behind the concept of Cisco's ACI, Application Infrastructure Fundamentals. Now, this is not going to be an advanced course. This is going to be a course where we're going to learn everything that we need to do to take an ACI in its most minimal form out of a box, put it into a rack, do the baseline configuration for it, and then begin using it in our environment. This is not a pure theory class. However, do not underestimate the fact that there are going to be a lot of impact or a lot of requirement to learn things and learn new things that may force you to rethink the way that you understand how networking is currently done. This course is designed for someone who kind of knows what the ACI is, or at least they've heard about it, but more specifically, it's designed for someone who has the CCNA routing switching or the CCNA routing switching level of field experience, such that I don't have to go back through and teach concepts like basic routing, spanning tree, things along those lines. So I'll do everything that I can to direct you in the proper path to find out anything that you're missing. But at the end of the day, this is an ACI-focused course, and this is going to be perfect for someone like a CCIE candidate who is looking to learn the basics before they actually dive in and start taking something like a boot camp. So I can't wait to get this started. I'm Terry Vinson, and I would very much like to thank you for learning Data Center with me.